There was a man named Marcus who lived his entire life in the space between dreams and reality. Teachers said he was gifted. Friends said he was next. Family said, "Just wait. His time is coming." And they were right. He was always almost there. Almost got the promotion. Almost finished his novel. Almost asked out the woman he'd been thinking about for 2 years. Almost started that business. Almost called his father before he passed away. Almost. If you measured Marcus's life in almosts, he'd be one of the most accomplished people you'd ever meet. Marcus wasn't lazy. That's the thing people don't understand about the almost there people. He worked hard. He planned meticulously. He had spreadsheets for his goals, vision boards on his walls, and motivational quotes saved on his phone. He read all the right books about success and discipline and grit. But there was always one more thing to do before he could really begin. One more course to take before he was qualified enough. One more edit before his work was good enough to show anyone. One more pound to lose before he could put himself out there. One more month to save before making the leap. Marcus had confused preparation with progress. And the cruelest part? Preparation feels productive. It feels like you're doing something. It looks like work. Every year looked the same. At the beginning, motivation was high. New goals, new energy, new promises to himself. Then life got uncomfortable. He missed a day, then another. Then it became a habit. He told himself, "I'll restart next week. I just need more time. I'm not ready yet." And just like that, another year quietly disappeared. His friends stopped asking about his novel. At first, they'd been excited, checking in every few months. "How's the book coming?" But after 5 years of hearing "almost done, just tweaking a few chapters," they learned to stop bringing it up. The silence hurt more than any criticism could have. The promotion went to Jennifer, who'd been at the company 3 years less than Marcus. She wasn't more talented. She wasn't more qualified. But when the opportunity arose, she said yes immediately and figured it out along the way. Marcus had told himself he'd apply for the next one, after he completed one more certification. There was never a next one. The woman he'd been thinking about for 2 years got engaged. Marcus saw it on social media. He felt a hollow ache in his chest and thought about all the conversations they'd had, all the moments where he could have said something. He'd been waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect version of himself, the perfect words. Her fiancé probably wasn't perfect, but he'd been present. He'd been real. He'd taken the risk. Marcus closed his laptop and sat in the dark, thinking about how safe he'd kept himself and how little safety had given him in return. Here's what no one tells you about being almost there. It's a comfortable place to live. It protects you from failure because you never fully commit. It protects you from judgment because you never fully share. It protects you from disappointment because you never fully try. But it also robs you of something essential. It robs you of the messy, imperfect, beautiful experience of actually living, of failing and learning, of being seen, of mattering. Marcus had spent decades building a life that looked like it was about to begin. Any day now. Just around the corner, when the time was right, when he was ready. But the thing about almost is that it's just another word for not. One Tuesday morning, Marcus woke up to his alarm like any other day, but something was different. He was 53 years old. He looked in the mirror and saw his father's eyes looking back at him. The same father he'd been meaning to call, to really talk to, before it was too late. He sat on the edge of his bed and did something he rarely allowed himself to do. He imagined his funeral. Not in a morbid way, but honestly. He imagined people giving eulogies. What would they say? Marcus had a lot of potential. He was almost a novelist. He almost did something remarkable. He almost told the people he loved how he felt. The thought made him physically ill. That morning, Marcus didn't go to work. He opened his laptop and sent his novel, imperfect, unfinished, but real, to 3 literary agents. His hands shook as he hit send. It felt like standing naked in front of strangers. 2 of them rejected it. 1 asked to see more. He called his sister and apologized for missing her birthday last month. He'd been meaning to call. She cried. They talked for an hour. He messaged a woman he'd matched with on a dating app 3 weeks ago, but had been too scared to respond to. She suggested coffee that Friday. He said yes before he could overthink it. None of these things were perfect. He wasn't ready. The timing wasn't ideal, but he did them anyway. Marcus didn't suddenly become a different person. He still felt fear. He still doubted himself. His novel didn't get published that year. The coffee date was awkward. He still had moments where he wanted to retreat into the safety of almost. But something fundamental had shifted. He'd learned that the gap between almost and actually doing something isn't as wide as he'd imagined. It's just one uncomfortable moment. One small act of courage. One decision to be imperfect and visible rather than perfect and invisible. He'd learned that almost there is a place you can live your whole life. But here, messy, scary, real, is the only place you can actually be alive. So if you're reading this and you've been almost doing something for a while now, almost starting, almost finishing, almost telling someone something important, I want you to know something. You're ready enough. It's good enough. The time is now. Because one day, almost runs out. And you don't want to reach the end having lived an almost life. Be here. Be real. Be imperfect. Be anything but almost. Follow and subscribe for more. Talks with Dave.